Hey, in this video, I will show you everything you need to know about the workflow overview. So, as with the other videos, you can see I'm in CloneDesk, CloneDesk Marketing, and in the channel video. So these are all the blueprints that are currently running in the video section, and I can sort them around. For example, I did this, you saw that video maybe, you saw maybe the feed, then we have workflows, we have blueprints and users. So, and if I want to say, the blueprint video is actually more important than the one about the users, I can just drag it up and say this is more important than that. Now, if I go to content, I get a lot more workflows in here and see, all right, now I have to I will also see how to work with CloneDesk. There are some videos and there's a text that I have to write about the mission. And I say, well, the mission is important and I have it in raw format already. So I say, no, this is not as important as the video production until here, for example. Then I have the pitch deck, for example. So there are a few things. Now, the same thing applies to if I go to add all, if I go to the complete CloneDesk organization, I can see all the workflows throughout the whole thing, and I can say all priorities for the complete business, right? So right now, the most important thing is creating the benefits page, right? That's the most important thing in the CloneDesk marketing project. If I go to CloneDesk IT, it is a whole different story because there, the most important thing is releasing this, making a new release from the beta to the live server. Afterwards, we have to fix this CloneDesk bug. It's already done. Then we have to do this. That's also pretty much done. And then we have to do some other things, right? And as you can see here, you can see the workflow name, the blueprint name, so this is a bug, this is a feature, this is a task, this is a bug, right? I can search for them, of course, and say, I just want to have the bugs. These are all the bugs that are in the system right now. I can search for the name, the blueprint, as well as some tags that are in the workflows itself. Then I can set priorities. For example, this is very high. This also gets this color right here. And if I say like, I think that, for example, the exchange add task with this is very high priority. Now, if I I can just click on refresh. And now I see that exchange add task with this is very high. So this is something that we should definitely work on within the next minutes. Well, let's make it maybe hours. If I want to change it back, I can just say, all right, I want to set this to normal. So the priority helps you to be faster than by drag and dropping. And if you start a workflow, for example, new feature, it will ask you which priority you want to give it. And if I say it's normal, then this will be added below the last normal workflow, or the last workflow with normal priority. So sorting is really important here because it just makes it a lot faster. Also with creating blueprints and adding them, you don't create something which all of a sudden is the most important thing and you just had an idea that you want to do something in the next year or so. So I can give you a short introduction about how we prioritize. Right, so let's go through this real quick. You have the estimated completion, the estimate duration. Well, estimated completion works at times, but it's not perfect yet because we don't have as much data, but we're trying to estimate the completion and let the system learn that it gets better and better. Then you have the status, of course. You can see all the completed workflows. You can see all the paused ones and the running ones. Here you can pause them. It just means that if you click pause, all tasks are set to waiting, and nobody can work on them anymore. They show up in the feed of the people, but they are not shown in the task. And yeah, that way you can stop complete workflows that you should want to work on in the future, for example. We use that in the agency, for example, that we have a marketing idea, and then once we have that idea, we say, yeah, this is just an idea, and everything that we have to talk with the customer about, we just set to paused. And whenever he says, yep, here's the budget to do that, then we click on play and we start working on this. Same with CloneDesk. We have a bunch of low priority workflows here, and I set them all to paused because I don't even want people to work on this if they are out of work on some other tasks, right? Then we have, let's dig into priorities. For example, here, task detail page, highlight information from shortcodes is scheduled for the next week. And here is a task, check description and prioritize, right? So anybody can say he wants to add a new feature, but I'm the only person who is able to check the description and prioritize accordingly. And I do this with this, right? Very high means that it has to be done right now, or at least today, and it is even a blocker where I say like, all right, use Slack or whatever and send them a message that there's some very, very high priority. High priority means this is, for example, what we do in the next sprint. This is something that we want to work on during the next week. Normal is this month. Low is in the next month to come. And low is not even scheduled yet. It's just an idea or something that I think we should work on eventually if we don't have anything to do anymore. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about this. And in the next video, I will show you how to work with scheduled workflows and give you a brief overview of what this will do for you. And yeah, that's it.